Hey everyone, I'm Matt.
Hi, I'm Desiree.
And we're bringing you this week's Rising Tide West Coast Swing Guide.
So it is time for a brand new series this week. We decided on a Behind the Back Whip series. Now, we often learn our regular whips and work very hard on them, but then in our intermediate classes, sometimes we get a behind the back whip and we're like, whoa, what's going on? Where's the follower? Where's the leader? It doesn't have to be that intimidating. So we're going to show you a series of 4 behind the back whips. We're going to make them easiest to most advanced so you can follow along and learn with us. This week we're doing a behind the back whip with a follower's outside turn. We'll show it to you, then break it down, lead, follow.
1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Leaders, I'm going to break down your footwork first without Desiree. Counts 1 and 2 feel very similar to our regular whip, with the exception that on 2, instead of turning to face our follower like we normally do, I'm turning to put my back to my follower for this behind the back whip. From here, it's all about the rails of the slot. So right now I'm on the forward rail. I'm going to stay here for 3 and then I'm going to back up to the back rail for 4. I'm going to stay here for 5. 6, I'm going to be transitioning back into the middle of the slot, or the middle of the tracks, and then I'm going to anchor it out for 7 and 8. Showing this with a partner to talk about the arm work. On count 2, you'll notice I'm switching. I'm catching Desiree's right hand, the outside of it, with my hand, and I'm also creating a little bit of almost like a C shape. That's producing that pivot that you normally have in that regular whip. 1, 2. From here, I allow myself to go into hammerlock, making sure that I'm keeping my shoulder in its socket so that I don't accidentally injure myself. And then by count 4, I'm offering this left hand here. I'm going to take it up and over my follower's head. This will feel like an inside turn, even though it's technically an outside turn, leaders. This is 5. I finish out the turn for 6, and 7, and 8. If you feel more comfortable finishing with like a normal dumb hand hold, you can switch back to right to left at the end.
All right, now followers, if I could borrow you, Matt, for our regular whip, the footwork is going to be the same through 5. So regular whip, walk, walk, triple step, count 5. That's all the same for our behind the back whip. Don't get worried about what the leader is doing, just follow that connection. Now in a regular whip, we would step back for 6 as the leader gets back into our way forward, and we anchor for 7 and 8. That is not going to be the case for this behind the back whip, because for this behind the back whip, our leader's got a lot of momentum, and he's going to, or she's going to diffuse that momentum through that outside turn. So watch here, we go walk, walk, and then triple step, right? And then we're going to take our pivot 5 towards our leader and then pivot again, following the connection of that turn away from our leader. And we're going to finish that out with a step down slot on count 7 with our left foot, a step crossing in front of our left with our right for count 7 and a nice little walk around anchor for count 8 on the left. So one more time with me, and then we'll bring that back in. It's walk, walk, triple step, face leader, face away, and walk it around.
Showing this whole thing one final time. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That was your guide. Thank you everyone for tuning in. You can check us out online at risingtideswing.com. We're also on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter as Rising Tide Swing Dance Studio.
Bye!